Hi guys, it's CalamitiesDawn here and welcome back to the next episode of Minecraft Hardcore Redo. So I can't really show off too much because I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff in the background and I don't want you guys to see it. But we're just going to quickly cut to a time lapse of each building that we've done and then I'll catch you back after. So as per usual style for me, I decided I was going to go adventuring first before I started building. I actually needed a whole bunch of books, mainly for villages and stuff, so I made sure that I went through and got a whole bunch of those. On my way I found one of these stable things. I think I've found 2 of these in our world so far, which will come back here when we need horses and saddles, because they do have them there, which is quite handy. I do loot it, I don't get much from it, but hey, any extra food is better than nothing. After this, I decide I'm going to take a delve into the nether and we were going to do some ancient debris mining. I probably spent way too much time doing this, to be honest, but hey, getting any sort of netherite armor is better than nothing. After grabbing a whole bunch of this stuff, I had to head to a bastion. Now, we do have a bastion right near our nether spawn, but it's not like an amazing bastion. It was actually quite small, and I could only find one chest in there, which was that chest, and I don't have any footage of anything I got out of there besides the template, so sorry about that. I did nearly die here, though, because I had a hoglin come up behind me and I didn't hear him, so that was lovely. But I do it like a little quick exploration of this place, but I get nothing out of it besides the template, and there was only one. I don't know if there's meant to be more than one chest in here. I think there is, but I wasn't that lucky, so it is what it is. But that's the last bit of exploration I do for this bit. And then went back home and put our little dried grass in, because I did go and grab these guys in the last episode. I then decided now it's time to set down the foundation for the house. Now, as I stated in the last episode, I believe, I'm only going to show you like a couple of little segments and then do like a free cam view of the house afterwards and subsequent buildings, because otherwise I could be spending hours here putting in footage of me building. So I think just doing these little snippets and then the final free cam view is probably the way we're going to go. At the end of the episode, I do have like a little section where I tour the world. Not that it's got much in it, but I feel like it's a good thing to do every couple of episodes if I do lots of building, to show you guys what we have done. I also have no name for these ghasts yet, and 2 of them do not have a harness, so that's something that the community can input on if they'd like. That'd be great. I have no names for them. I haven't thought of any. But one of them does have a green harness, and the other 2 don't. I also struggled really bad here trying to give them snowballs. I don't know why, but I just couldn't do it. I tried several times and I kept throwing them at them instead. I then went on another adventure. This time it wasn't actually just purely adventure. I was looking for certain wood types and different biomes to grab different bits and pieces. And then I found this ruin thing. I don't know what it is, but there was a diamond, one single diamond in this thing. And I don't know why, but my brain was like, let's use a golden pick because that totally works. I did register my mistake before I actually got the diamond, which was good. It could have gone horribly wrong. I do check, but yeah, there's only one. I then found the church buildings that we've seen in previous episodes, but this one had a graveyard attached to it. So I was like, let's just go through and see what this graveyard has. So I just looted the hell out of it. By this point on my adventure, I'd found that many books, and I had like several bundles full of stuff. It was ridiculous. But we had ourselves somewhat set up with different bits and pieces. I did find this tower. I don't know what's in it. I think it spawns skeletons. I think that's the only thing it spawns. I could be very wrong. But I didn't go in it because I looked at it, one spawned, and I ran the other way. Because I was like, I don't think I'm ready for this at all. I don't think I want to take on any of these modded dungeons or structures until I have some totems of undying. Because, let's be realistic here, I am very, very terrible at this. I then went back home and I finished off the house. Now, the roof does need to be fixed. There are a couple things on the roof that I need to fix. And I will get to that eventually. I'm just not in any rush to fix the roof. The majority of it's fine. It's just there's a bit there that just doesn't look quite right. And that can be fixed later. But we just, yeah, I kind of wanted to go for like pinkish purpley color to add up a bit more of a different look. And then this section of land I wanted to put in the footage because I want to show you guys how much it changes from then till now. I also had like several run-ins with pillagers while I was building. I don't know why. Apparently it was time for the pillager army to just surround me. I was in the middle of building the roof at this point, and I just built myself like this little pillar hole that I not dug myself into, but placed myself into, because it's like they're going to shoot me down and I'm going to die. But this is the outside shell and starting place of the glass house. I then, at some point, decided I need a break from the glass house and I need to build a lava farm, because I actually found a whole bunch of dripstone in one of the caves that we have nearby, and I was like, hey, let's just start up a lava farm so that I don't have to keep using coal, because at this point I've pretty much depleted the entire coal source in the mines near me, and I have like 2 massive cave systems and I've just depleted it. So I was like, I need to find another way that's sustainable. And I was like, lava's pretty easy to get, especially now that we have a portal to the nether. I just started finishing the roof and then another pillager patrol came. I really don't know. Like, apparently, I think this is the most times I've had them spawn while I've been doing something. I then went to the nether because I was like, I need to make some potions and I need to grab some blaze rods. I actually don't remember what I needed the blaze rods for. I needed them for something in particular. I know I needed them for potions, but I needed them for something else. I just don't remember what. But I did go in here and I did have a bit of a look. The fortress is pretty confusing. This is probably one of the first ones I got confused with. And this now is the starting point of the barn. And I am very, very happy with the way the barn looks. It's very neat and tidy. I do have to admit that none of my builds match a particular theme or style or color palette, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm quite happy with the build. Hi guys, so we are done doing all of our buildings, and I want to just give you a quick tour of what we have done, because I did record this previously and I have somehow lost it. I'm quite clumsy. So yeah, we have the interior of the house. The storage room's pretty much the only thing that's done. I do have like food storage there, and this is all set, but that's about as much as the house has got. We've seen the enchanting island before. I have this little villager set up, which these guys I've bred to try and get to, do I have any on here? To take these contracts, so I can put them over there or in here and they won't budge. But this is my librarians section. I have Fortune 3 locked in, and I have the Withering one locked in and Infinity locked in. So the only one I need to get a good one from is him, and I don't want Vein Miner at the moment, so that's fine. Then we have this, which is our upgraded villager breeding area. I did have a hunting villager in here, but I realized that the villagers from the More Villagers mod don't actually change their profession. This is our little lava farm. It's nothing too crazy. I'll eventually build a building for that. But if we head this way, this is what I've spent the majority of my time on. And the first one is our little glass house. Now, it looks really janky. But I like it. It's a cute little janky bit. But we have carrots, potatoes, beetroot, wheat, and then we have 2 sets of sugarcane, some cactus, and some netherwort. I am missing a door here. I don't know where it's gone, and I just haven't bothered putting it back up. But we do have this split off into sections for particular reasons. So for this one, this is our little garden area. Not really a garden, it's more like a flower forest. Not even forest, flower, I don't even know what they're called. Flower nursery? For our little bee friends, fellas. I don't know what I was going to say fires for. I don't know what fires is. But that's for them. And I do want to eventually either build out this way or on this side and put the compost farm that way. But if we just quickly go into F4, it does look a bit janky, but I'm happy with it. It's, yeah. I didn't want to look at like a glass house online and just take the design directly, so tried to do something of my own. And this is the barn, which I can also do an F4 of. And it's pretty large. I think this is the largest build I have done in a fair while in Minecraft, so that's quite crazy. It took me ages. But we have sections for our sheep, our cows, our pigs, our chickens. I do want to eventually get every variant as well. We have these two sections, which I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to do them as like a decorating area or something, or hang up like leads and stuff here. I do have an extra 4 pens here that I have no particular idea what I'm going to do with. But then we have this top area, which I can use as storage, which will be quite handy. So I have another extra storage area until I make like a proper storage room. But this is pretty handy, and it means that like if I get tons of saddles and leads, I can keep them in here, so I don't actually have to go and keep them in the house, which frees up some space. But that's what I've been doing so far. I haven't really gone and done much adventuring, which I'm trying to prep for adventure at the moment. I do need to get some more netherite armor, and I'm trying to get mending because I don't want to lose our netherite armor. So that's my main goal, is getting mending at the minute. But we're just having trouble because these guys just have no intention of being friendly with me right now. Has your trade changed? No. Okay. But that is what we have done so far. I'm going to go hide back in my house, eat some food, and then I'm going to see how many days we have been on this world for, because I feel like it's probably the longest I've played. Day 200. So I will zoom in on that for you guys, but that's 200 days we've survived so far. That is crazy. But that's all I'm going to do for this episode. I will try and have a bit more of a thought out plan besides building for the next episode, because I don't want to leave you guys with just constant building episodes. But yeah, if you have any ideas for oh my god, I haven't even built this properly. I'm missing a window. I do want to eventually turn this into a proper brewing area and such, and I do have some ideas for, if we don't fall down our own stairs, I do have some ideas for this whole area right here, but this is going to take a lot of clearing up, because that grass is a pain to clean up. I do have a couple of ideas for building stuff, but I'm going to try and hold off for the moment, and let us go on an adventure for something. But we will catch that in the next episode, so I will see you then. I will see you guys in the next Calamities Dawn. Bye guys.